Today we're going to be trying the most expensive food in the Philippines, with meals being priced at 5,000 pesos. In this video, we're going to go and find out what makes it so special. But to start this video, I wanted to provide some perspective by showing you what an average Filipino meal is like. So we're here at the mall. Malls here have insanely big food courts, serving a variety of local dishes for a very cheap price. So we have got the food. All of this came to only 400 pesos, guys, which is absolutely crazy. But what have I ordered? I got some pancit canton, some kind of pork dish with an egg, looks amazing, and then I got a pork stew looking dish. I'm not too sure on the names. If you know, please let me know in the comment section. And then we got some fried chicken. If you didn't know about my last video, fried chicken is immensely popular in the Philippines. I think to start off, we're gonna try the pork. Let's go. Oh, look at that, it's super juicy. They call it lechon here in Cebu. This is not gonna... And now we're gonna try the egg. The egg isn't white on the outside, so I'm not sure if it's actually a chicken egg. Probably a different type of egg. Let's go. That is absolutely delicious. Kind of has that home-cooked food vibe, comfort food. Now let's go into the pancit canton. Kind of like a noodle dish with scallops and pork and things like that. Look at them golden noodles. Wow, very interesting. The noodles aren't like regular noodles you have. They're kind of like glass noodles, so they have a different texture, but still so good. And now onto this stew-looking dish. I'm not too sure, again, on what it exactly is, but it does look good. Wow, look at that. The pork on this is super tender, much tender than the other dish I just had. And the flavors are just there, man, wow. And now we're gonna try the fried chicken. And a lot of you are gonna say, fried chicken isn't Filipino. And I get that, it's not Filipino, but it's immensely popular here. So, let's go. That is incredibly juicy. The skin is actually pretty crispy. Don't get me wrong, it's cold. None of this food is exactly hot. It wasn't under any heat when I got it. It's kind of like get it as you come type thing. But yeah, absolutely banging. Overall, I'm gonna say that is my favorite, that is my second favorite, that's my third, and that's my fourth. But what would I rate all this food out of 10? I'm probably gonna give it an overall score of 7 out of 10. The flavors are there, the price is there, all this for 400 pesos. You can never get that in the West. This Filipino food really hits home. Now let's go see how a 5,000 peso meal tastes in the Philippines. Let's go. On arrival, the restaurant was super hard to find, but once I did find it, I was taken down this top secret passageway that took me into this restaurant that you would not expect on that street. I was then given a menu of the 16 courses I was about to eat. That's right, 16 courses. To start, I was presented a hot cocktail that was mixed with a number of herbs and spices and a local spirit called Kalafu. I've never had a hot cocktail before, so this was going to be very interesting. And it was actually pretty nice, but not something I could drink a lot of because it is way too easy to drink. And here is the first course, which was like a meal within itself. And everything here is Filipino food, it's just made to be fancy. And fancier it is. The first course was very delicious, now only 15 more to go. And wash that down with a nice 700 peso cocktail, which was actually very good. The second course really wasn't for me, but the third course really hit the spot. The pea cappuccino was delicious. It was almost like a gravy, but it just warmed my soul, man. That is good, actually. And the fourth course was made with entirely sweet potato skins, which was interesting because you didn't know they're usually thrown away. And dish number 5 really confused me because I was served no cutlery and they said the best way to enjoy is lick the plate. And with zero hesitation, I did just that. I've never licked the plate in a restaurant before, but definitely an interesting experience. And the plates just keep on coming. So right here are imitation mushrooms. So we've got a chicken style mushroom, and then that's like a snail, but it tastes like a mushroom. The sixth course wowed me because the food tasted so much like mushroom that if you had your eyes closed, you wouldn't be able to tell the difference. And the mushroom flavored dessert was definitely a statement. This literally just tastes like ice cream, but kind of like a mushroom ice cream. And my second cocktail had a very interesting name. Pink jizz in my face. Let's give it a go. It's nice. And here's course 7. I definitely say my favorite part of this meal was the deep fried quail egg. Other than that, it was pretty splendid. Now we're at the halfway point, and I'm actually not that full yet, so I think I'm gonna make it. The tuna tart on the 8th course was super fresh and flavorful. That is my favorite so far. But this beetroot looking dish just wasn't it for me. The 9th course came in and really sparked up my taste buds. This crab dish that I totally forgot the name of was absolutely out of this world. I think so far that is like my first wow moment. I had just had crab and it was so delicious. And here's a look at these guys' kitchen and the production that goes into making this great food. And the 10th course was also pretty decent. At this point, I was loving the seafood. And the 11th course really spiced it up because they served me an oyster. And I have never tried an oyster before, so
so this was going to be an experience and a half. And down the gullet it goes with great difficulty, and I was actually pretty impressed by the taste. It almost tastes like something I've had before. If you guys know cockles, that is what I mean. Except it has caviar on top. And the 12th course was like a whole Hollywood performance. And you see that charcoal there? It is actually edible. The barbecue meat was actually pretty flavorful, and I've had a lot of Filipino barbecue, and I would say it's definitely up there. Now onto the charcoal, which was made out of cassava. I understand that it was edible, but it wasn't very flavorful. It kind of reminded me of rubber. And course number 13 started with our desserts. Benignit is usually served hot, but they made their own twist by serving it as an ice lolly, and it was banging. But I would definitely say I prefer it in the hot version. And the 14th dish is a very popular street food dessert in the Philippines called scrambled, because as you can see, it's scrambled. And it was actually pretty nice, just a little bit too sour for me, so I probably won't have it again. And the 15th course really hit home for me because it's white chocolate, and I absolutely adore white chocolate. And the combination of everything on this dish was just absolutely spectacular. And finally, the 16th course. What a visual. Everything on the final dessert was super wonderful. Nothing was too sugary, and plus I got to have candy floss again. I felt like a child. Amazing.
Finishing the night with some chocolate.
Well, there you go. A 500 peso meal versus a 5,000 peso meal. But to say the 5,000 peso meal was better, of course I'm going to say it's better. That's because there's higher quality chefs, there's higher quality ingredients. You're paying for what you get. But am I saying the 500 peso meal was bad? Not at all. I thoroughly enjoyed it. I think I would definitely recommend the 5,000 peso meal for like a once in a lifetime experience type of thing. Because obviously it's not food you're going to eat every day. That 500 peso meal is something you can eat every day because it's so affordable. But yeah, shout out to Sialo in Cebu. That place was an incredible experience that I will never forget. But now it is time to rate it. What am I going to rate this restaurant out of 10? I'm going to go with a high 9.5. With when it comes to restaurants, that is really up there. If you guys ever had the 5,000 pesos to get their 16 course meal, I would definitely recommend it. But if you're ever in Metro and you have 500 pesos and want to try that food, I would recommend that too. I hope you're all having a great day. If you did enjoy this video, it would mean a lot if you could leave a like rating and comment down below what you did enjoy about it. And if you want to see more videos just like this, hit the subscribe button because I upload every 5 days. And that's about it from me. I will see you guys later. Peace.